All right, guys, welcome to this week's episode 47 of 40 Years and 40 Beers. As always, it's your host, Bob Bain and Joe Massi. We are here to give you more entertainment from 40-year-old men than you've ever seen in your life. What's up, cuz?
What's up, cuz? Cheers.
Cheers. Happy Friday. What's going on? It's been a little bit. You know, we're trying to get this channel going, this network going. So we both have the independent podcast. You've been working on yours a little bit. It's already ready already. We have some big things going on there.
Yeah, we do. We have a network now, Mo. We have 3 podcasts. We have guests lined up for them. And we've been trying to record this since 1 o'clock this afternoon. It is now 7:12 p.m. and we're just getting rolling.
Everybody has all these conflicts in their everyday life, right? You're like, oh yeah, I'm going to do this. And then when you have teenagers, kids, whatever, you're like, by the way, shit, something just came up. I forgot about this. I forgot. It's never going to be perfect. And I think that's exactly what we preach to people about life and nostalgia and just enjoy life, right?
Yeah. We had to reschedule one of the guests for the other pod. April's like, I'm taking him. And then she's like, I can't take him. And I'm like, he's had the Alan Horowitz 6-man center on Allegheny Ave.
Yeah.
He had a tournament there at noon. So I had to take a half day. I had to take him there. And then I'm like, all right, we'll come home and do it like 4:30. He's like, no, I'm selling Pokemon cards on Facebook Marketplace. So go meet the guy at 5:30. Cat don't show up till 6.
So was this in the parking lot? Was it like a drug deal, or did you guys go sit down and have a meal together? What happened?
No,
was there
in the Chickies and Pete's Drexel Hill parking lot.
So he didn't see, when you told me this earlier, I pictured this whole Godfather thing. I thought this was going to be like $5K worth of Pokemon cards, right? Just hear me out. And then I thought you guys were going to go in the Chickie and Pete's, and he looks at the cards. Then on the napkin, he writes down a figure and slides it across the table. That's what I thought. Because that's what happens in this world.
Yeah. No, I know. No, it's the 30th or 40th anniversary of Pokemon. So the cards are like going crazy right now. So he'll buy a pack for $10 and he found a $30 one in the 10 pack. And then he found a $105 one in the other 10 pack. So spent $20. He made $135. So, but I'm like, the kid was 30 years old and he sells and buys
700% profit, cuz.
Right. The kid was 30 and he sells and buys cards on the side. And I'm like, I'm not sending my 16-year-old son to meet a 30-year-old man.
Oh, does he have his license now? Is he good? Is he good to go?
No, he's allowed to take it on July 17th. So you remember that from Con Air? July 14th. My daddy comes home on July 14th.
Is that when it was? July 14th?
So
what did he call her? What was her name? His little buttercup?
I forget. He played a great part in that.
All I remember is they fucking threw ping pong Dave Chappelle at the fucking off the plane. He's like, remember in fucking Jay and Silent Bob, he's like, yo, maybe he's got a message on him, like when the guy threw him out of the plane and did Con Air. He's like,
funny thing though, the only one mutual friend that him and I had together was Chris Domenico.
Really?
So, cause like I'm looking at his Facebook profile before I go meet the guy, and I can see like he does this on the side. He buys and sells cards, and you flip through his posts and stuff just to make sure you're not going to meet a murderer or a wackadoo.
Is that really going to tell you? Because they disguise
themselves. No, but like, it could all be faked. It just makes you feel a little better. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
51 5-star reviews could have been staged.
Might have been a red flag.
Could have been staged. The post could have been staged. The pictures with family, everything could have been made up.
Is that what he had? Did he have 51-star reviews?
51 5-star reviews.
Oh, 51 5-star. Okay.
Yeah. But when the mutual friend is Chris, that sealed the deal for me.
Yeah, I agree.
So whatever. I made it back safe. It is what it is.
Well, cuz speaking of Chris, holy shit, Delco the freaking movie.
Dog.
It's on DVD. How was it?
I have not had a chance to see it yet. I have my copy here, the official DVD. I'm going to try and watch it this weekend. I'm excited though. It's an hour and 42 minutes.
Chris Domenico, real good friend of the show. Leah Savoli, yes. We wish him nothing but the best. We hope this really takes off. We know that Chris is now making another movie in the Delco universe. I think it's called Gamers, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he did release that name.
Gamers or Delco movie.
Yeah, Gamers Delco movie. I don't know if Leah's involved in that. I can't imagine she wouldn't be.
He posted that he was looking for extras or something a couple weeks ago, and or not extras. He was looking for to fill a specific role, and I just commented like, "Yo, do you need extras?"
We should actually ask him if he wants to do a scene with podcasters.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
We
That
should
would be
ask.
awesome.
We should
Yeah.
reach out. Could you imagine?
We could be gaming. We could have a gaming podcast.
We could be Neon.
I don't know who Neon is.
Neon is one of the biggest, like, what are they? Is it Twitch?
Twitch?
Yeah,
On Twitch? Okay,
on Twitch. Yeah, he's huge on Twitch. Now he's involved with all like the porn stars and the Ryan Powell now podcast, all that stuff. Sky Bree.
Oh,
Sky Bree is one of his like best friends.
Yeah, we could be. Yeah, I'm in. Next time we talk to them, we should break the balls and ask.
That's what we should do. I would love to be in Delco the movie as like a gamer podcaster, Neon. Maybe, oh my God, maybe Sky Bree will see this and she'll want to do a cameo. And Chris will be like, all right, you guys are definitely in. If you can get Sky Bree, in, you're in. Sky, if you're on social media right now, you come across this somehow, reach out. We will put you in a movie, and it'll make both of our lives better. It'll make both of our lives much better. So I got to tell you this story. It's been on the It's Already podcast, and I broke my arms a few weeks ago. And so I fell over my dogs in my backyard, and I have a concrete patio. And as I saw my face getting ready to hit the concrete, I put my arms down to brace myself. And right away, I freaking hit my arms. I felt it. I felt that there was something wrong. But in my mind, I was like, I'm okay. It's the impact. I'll be fine in like 10 minutes.
The face. I mean, that's the important part. Everybody braces with their hands.
Well, cause I mean, it might have been an improvement. You never know. What if all of a sudden I had like, it looked like if I would have hit my nose and then it would have been like I had a rhinoplasty or something. You know what I'm saying? Could you imagine? So
they gave you hair and everything.
Oh, what if that's a movie?
Yeah.
A guy falls, hits his face on the concrete and falls in toxic waste and he's bald. And then all of a sudden has hair. It's a Marvel movie. Next thing you know, I'm sitting there going, I'm okay. I didn't hit my face. I didn't fucking knock my teeth out, break my nose. Next thing you know, the fucking pain starts getting worse in my arms and I start sweating profusely. All right, sweating profusely.
Are you still on the floor at this point, or
no? I was like sitting on the couch in my backyard.
Okay,
I was sitting on the outdoor furniture, and I was just like, oh, "Shit, that's my body's natural morphine." I'm like, I fucking broke a bone in my arm. All right, so it got me thinking about when you're over 40 and you go to the doctor. So I had another incident after that where I think I told you about this. I'm on a daily medication and it was running out, and CVS sent me a text message going, hey, your doctor didn't send us the prescription for this month, blah, blah, blah. So I call them and I keep getting the doctor's office. I keep getting the doo-doo-doo. This number is disconnected. So finally I Googled them. Rose Tree Medical Associates, by the way.
Oh my God.
Right? Rose Tree Medical Associates. I Googled them and it says permanently closed. So you just closed and you didn't
get a letter or nothing?
Nothing. Not an email, not a call, not a text.
That's horrible to do that to all your patients.
They didn't even send me a smoke signal. Send me a smoke signal. Send me something. Morse code.
Put it on Facebook, something, dog.
Right?
Come on.
Like, talk about how you went bankrupt or you can't function anymore, and have a Facebook reel about the employees moving out and just tag everybody.
The last patient ever. Yeah, something. Do something. You gotta tell people that's not right.
My wonderful wife, because I was freaking out because I had like 4 or 5 pills left, and it's not a narcotic, but it's also not something that you should just stop taking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
abruptly, you'd have to wean off of it. Yeah.
She gets me an appointment in Wayne with this doctor, and he was awesome. He was like 35 years old, real cool guy. First time in my life with a doctor. I even called her after. I was like, Anthony, this is my doctor. Until friggin' he leaves or I die, this is my guy.
Because he's younger than us. Yeah.
Yeah. He was awesome. So, you know how you go in, no matter where, the first thing they do is they take the blood pressure, they do this, right? Because over 40, it's like going to the casino. Like, it's almost like a game. You get excited now to go to the doctor. I don't know about you, but I sit there and I'm like, it's like, come on, kryptonite. I'm like, come on, diastolic. Be under 120.
I never know what a good over under is on the blood pressure. And
so it's it's under one. So I don't know, like the diastolic versus the other one. What is it? Look it up.
Top number is called systolic pressure, and the bottom number is called diastolic pressure.
Diastolic. Sorry. So systolic should be like under 120, but it should be
Top
above a certain
number should be below 120.
Correct. And
bottom number should be below 80.
Correct. So every time I go now over 40 to take my blood pressure, I'm sitting there, and as they're doing the cuff, I'm like, come on, kryptonite. Come on, me under. Like, and anybody who's over 40 and doesn't say that, they're fucking lying.
You're hoping for a good number every time. You're hoping for, I don't want them to hear anything in my chest. You're hoping for all of that, for sure.
No. So here's the funny thing. So I already have anxiety anyway. That's what I'm on the medication for. So 90% of the times in my life, I'm running late for a doctor's appointment.
Oh, yeah.
So when I get in there, I'm already worked up anyway. And this always happens because they're like, the girl comes in, the nurse, right? The assistant, whatever she is, takes my blood pressure, and she's like, oh, you know what? You're a little high. You know, you're like 125 and over like 87. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, no problem. The doctor comes in. He's like, yeah, your blood pressure was a little bit high. I was like, well, you know what, doc? I was like, I was running late. I was like, I kind of like fucking speed walked here. I was like, and then you guys called me in 10 minutes after I got here. He was like, you know what? That makes sense. Every single time I go, I make them take it at the end again. And they're like, all right, 118 over 79. I'm like, you're good.
Really?
Yeah. And I get really, really excited. I'm like, yes.
I've never had, when at least them verbalizing it out loud, I've never had bad blood pressure in my life.
Now I'm going for my first time. And this is my fault. I should have done this earlier. But I'm actually going next week. I'm going for my first cholesterol test. I'm finally going to get one. I've never had one.
Me either.
You know? But I got to also think of, I don't have high blood pressure. My cholesterol has to be at least, I'm not going to say it's great because I do eat cheesesteaks and shit like that, but I got to imagine it's okay. And then he springs it on me. He's like looking at my chart. He's like, you're 44. I was like, yep. He's like, all right, next year we get to schedule the colonoscopy. So, cause we have gone from, right, in your 20s, all you're thinking about is boobs, babes, houses, beers, weddings, beers. Now, all I think about over 40, besides my 401k, is fucking cholesterol and colonoscopies.
Because, I mean, I have high cholesterol, and my doctor, he said the same thing. He mentioned it, like, this is going to happen early next year. Well, I turned 45 in October. So, like, he mentioned, like, before New Year's, you have to get
schedule
it done. Yeah.
Now, listen, we just heard from a really good friend of ours, Poop Money, really good friend of the channel, very good friend of the podcast. He went through everything.
You and him actually recorded a video.
We did. We're going to make sure we post it up here as we talk about it. Because he was telling us some crazy shit, though. Like, I never heard from people who went through it the stuff that he was saying. I guess he got it on Friday, if I remember. It was a Friday, I believe.
So hold on.
He started going through the process on Wednesday.
Yeah, he was saying that
because everybody you've talked to have always said like, oh yeah, you got to start the drink at like 6 o'clock the night before.
Yeah, it's always the night before. I've never heard like Poop was like 72 hours ahead of schedule.
Now here's the question: what's his name?
Poop.
Did they know? Were they like, we got to clean this guy out? Were they like, we have to clean this motherfucker? Like,
but he was clean as a whistle. He said no polyps, no
nothing to get burned off. That's I feel like I'm going to have like 10 polyps. I don't know why. I'm always negative about that. I get nervous about the cold.
Well, you know what it is. Like if you set yourself up for 10 polyps and you have none, then you're fucking golden. You can't walk out of there feeling like $1 million. You know what I mean?
No, you are. And my issue is, and I'm not going to get into the whole story, but the guy who raised me is my father from the time I was 2 years old. But I don't know any health history on my birth father's side.
Right.
So for all I know, what if they have a history of fucking colon cancer? They could come out and be like, you should have seen us ringing 8 years ago. You know what I mean? Like,
and he was saying no polyps come back in 10 years. Polyps come back in a year or two.
Yeah, which is that's scary.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. But how bad could it be if they want you to come back in 2 years? Like, come on.
Well, I guess they're doctors, right? We don't know. I guess that's how long it takes to grow and all that shit and maybe metastasize and
manifest itself.
Yeah.
You sounded like Paulie. I'm afraid it might have metastasized. Remember when he's talking to fucking Tony in the bathroom?
Oh my God.
Dog, you mentioned cheesesteaks because I stopped at Skinny Joey's the other day. The cheesesteak I'm telling you, he might be one of the best there is, period.
It's Angelo's quality?
Yes. 1,000% Angelo's
I mean, I've
quality.
seen that. I haven't been down there yet. It
It's
looks
John's
like
roast pork. It's on par with John's roast pork and Angelo's.
the amount of meat's incredible. It looks like high quality meat. The cheesiness looks great. The roll looks incredible.
So my order is cheesesteak, no onions, regular roll, because once or twice I tried the seeded roll, but it's not for me.
What kind of cheese? Cooper Sharp?
Hold on. Regular roll, half Cooper, half Whiz.
Whoa. Whoa. What kind of sorcery is this that you're breaking?
It will knock your socks off, dog.
So is this on the menu, or did you think about this?
No, it's not on the menu. This is some Joe Bags. This is
like
tip.
the Matthew McConaughey tuna fucking salad.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had to go see the accountant. I filed for an extension for all my uncle's
Affleck?
stuff. No. My accountant for all my uncle for the estate. I filed an extension to do the taxes for the estate.
Well, I don't know. For all I know, friggin' Ben's sitting there friggin' doing your accountant,
so
kicking ass.
I went to see him, and I passed it on the ride home, and I'm like, I can't. Like, I starved myself all day for this. I'm not passing this up. It's unbelievable.
How was the parking?
You park to the left of the building on the underpass, right before you hit the highway.
All right, because it's right where Tony Luke's was, right?
Yeah. No.
Where is it?
It's down by the stadium. It's that one off
It's not where Talk of the Town used to be.
Yes. Yeah.
Really? So it's the old Talk of the Town.
Correct.
Okay. So near like Heart Raft. Like
correct.
That.
Correct. Okay. Yeah. So when you're leaving, you pass by it before you get on the highway. It's a unbelievable location for something like that. So if you're staring at the building to the left, there's a couple spots on the underpass, and I parked there. Yeah, dog. It's one of the best cheesesteaks I've ever had in my life. It's unbelievable.
Ketchup or no? You put ketchup on it?
No ketchup. Because the Whiz makes it to the point where you don't.
What about the pepper? What about
I don't do peppers on it. No.
You're scared? You're scared about what's going to happen later?
I'm not scared. I just think it takes away from the taste of the sandwich. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. If you get half Cooper, half Whiz, it will knock your socks off. It's an unbelievable combination.
Now, is the Whiz overloaded? So for example, like I love Phil's. All right, love Phil's cheesesteaks, but they kind of and I'm not a Whiz guy, but sometimes you just want it right every once in a while. But I don't like it overloaded. So like the Cooper Sharp that's the good cheese, right? The Cooper Sharp's the friggin' the creme de la lime, right?
Yeah.
I don't want the friggin' Whiz to overtake the Cooper Sharp. So I just want like a little knifeful of the Whiz and then all of the Cooper Sharp. Well, you just
have to ask for light Whiz. Like, so you could say Cooper and a little Whiz, but.
And you do fried or raw onions?
No onions. I don't fuck with onions.
No onions.
No onions.
Okay, either do I. I don't fuck with the onions.
That's my order is cheesesteak, no onions, regular roll, half Cooper, half Whiz.
On the seeded sarcone?
I can't. I tried the seeded. The first 2 times I went, I tried seeded. I tried it with Whiz and I tried it with Cooper Sharp, and it wasn't for me. I didn't like them at all. I tried the same on a plain roll and I loved it. So
you like the softer roll?
Yeah, no seeded roll.
Yeah,
so
I'm not a sarcone guy. I don't mind to seed it, but it's got to be. I agree. I don't want to be working hard.
The seeds with a cheesesteak is just it's not natural to me. Like it's not. Maybe if we grew up that way, you know what I mean? Like when we went to Alabama, the hot dogs are like bright pink, and if you close your eyes, they taste the same, but mentally and visually, you can't put it past your teeth because it looks so different than what you grew up on. It's just a mental thing and a texture thing. I didn't care for the seeded roll, but the one I had the other day was a little overflowing with the Whiz because when they cut it in half, it kind of seeps out, but they give it to you in the same material, like cardboard, the same material as a pizza box, but they give it to you in a long, rectangular, thin, like pizza box.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I had a little extra Whiz and I would care for, but it all worked out at the end of the day. But yeah, like it did occur to me, maybe ask him to like go light on the Whiz next time.
Yeah, just like, I've seen it. You see how Phil's does it. You peek your head in the window. I don't know about you. Usually when I'm there,
they drip it with that stick. You know what I'm saying?
There you go, homie. It's all about the stick. It's like a dipstick for the oil.
It's like a shish kebab skewer.
Yeah, it's like it's rounded though. It's like
rounded
and
it's a little
flat.
thicker than a skewer. Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably an inch and a half. A little inch and a half.
The only cheesesteak I've ever bitten into and it burned the roof of my mouth. The only one that came out hot. Skinny Joey's. I've never had a piping hot cheese. It was fantastic. I'm bragging about it. I've never had a piping hot cheesesteak before in my life. They've never been cold, but not to the point where it burns the roof of your mouth and you got to wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like that
Maybe
first
I'll bring
bite
Chippy for breakfast tomorrow.
Scolded me.
We'll go at like 10:45.
They were dead when because I met him at 2 and I was out of there by 3. So I guess I was after lunch, well after lunch, but right before dinner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was there around 3:15, and they were dead. I got right in.
Now, did you see Snuffer Joey?
No, I've been there like 4 or 5 times. I've never seen them. The podcast is playing on a loop. They got TVs next to the menu. The podcast is playing on a loop on TV, the video version. And there's outside seating to the right of the building. Like if you're staring at the building, there's outside seating to the right. There's indoor
they got
seating
the red benches and all, right? The red, like...
They do,
yeah,
but they have indoor seating. They have an entire indoor section, which is cool. And so, yeah, like right window is cheesesteaks, left window is sodas and fries.
All right. So, dude, talking about these cheesesteaks, back to the colonoscopy, because I think we can all agree, as much as we all love cheesesteaks, those are probably the fucking things that cause the polyps. Right?
Yeah.
So
anything like that, yeah.
My boss just had to go for a colonoscopy. He's like 56, and I don't know if it was like his first one or he went before, but anyway, he keeps telling us that he's going to stay awake for it. I didn't even know this was an option.
Why would you pick that option?
He wanted to see. He was awake. He was awake for the colonoscopy. He was watching it on fucking camera.
That's horrible.
Could you imagine? I asked him what it felt like. He was like, I just felt a little bit of movement, like in this area. That's how crazy medical tools are.
If you think about it, you're cleaned out by that. By the time you go in,
but you don't feel it scraping against your friggin' intestines, like the small. I guess it's like just the large intestines it goes through, right? I would imagine, but
the camera, I can't imagine it would hurt because you never hear from anybody that they wake up with stomach pain.
No, not at all. But I don't know anybody who ever fucking stayed awake for it either.
Well, now you do. That's crazy. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, dude, colonoscopy story. My father, when he was going through cancer, and you know how my father was. Like, there's nobody on earth besides when he was working in the union in 420 Steamfitters who was going to tell him what to do besides his boss.
Yeah.
So he's 71 years old, going through cancer treatments, and they thought they saw something in his colon, so they had to give him a colonoscopy. So I'm taking him that day. The night before, I'm like, Dad, you cannot have anything. You can't have any water. You can't have a sip of coffee. You can't have anything. You're going under anesthesia. Okay, I got it. I pick him up. He walks outside, and he has a water bottle in his hand with, like, literally, dude, the smallest amount of water taken, like that big of water. And I'm like, Dad, you didn't drink that water, did you? And he goes, oh, I just needed that. My mouth was really dry. I just needed to get something in there. I was like, Dad, they're not going to give you this colonoscopy. He goes, no, everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. I was like, Dad, when it comes to fit and pipe, I'm like, I'm never going to question you. When it comes to this shit that you don't care about, I'm going to question you. We get to the doctor's office. Dude, we're sitting in the chair. The nurse comes out. He has the bottle of water in his hand. She looks at it, sees a little bit of water missing. She goes, you didn't drink that water, did you? And he's like, well, yeah, my mouth was a little dry when I woke up this morning. She was like, all right, we have to reschedule.
That's crazy.
Like, they tell you for a reason.
But wait a while. Poop was saying he was drinking chicken broth.
I think that was like before. No.
It was the night before, not the morning
correct.
of.
Before midnight. Before midnight.
Yeah.
Or like maybe, no. What he told us was because he started 48 hours before, he couldn't keep anything down. So he didn't have to stop eating until midnight, until the night before. So he was trying to keep down like chicken broth, right. And he couldn't even keep that down with the drink.
Yeah, because
poop was obviously full of shit.
Yeah, you guys got to realize we talked to Poop about this and recorded him like 2 weeks ago. So
yeah, again, it's all going to be inserted. We're going to go through that.
Oh my God, that's crazy, bro. Are you still
So that's where we are right now, cuz we're at a place in our lives where
we're at
going to the doctor. Remember before it used to be a chore? Now you're like, oh, I got to get to the doctor. And on the whole way there, you're like, oh, I hope it's good. I hope it's good results. Yeah. I hope.
And then your wife calls you as soon as you leave. How'd you make out? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Dude, texting you, hey, you there yet? How's everything going? You're like, I am with the doctor now. Relax.
Yeah.
The best part is when she's like, how's everything going? You're like, I just got into the room, so I got about 40 minutes till the doctor comes.
So you hear that little knock on the door.
So earlier today, we were trying to get this podcast started, and you sent me a message that said, hey, just a heads up, I'm going to be like 5-10 minutes late. I got to make Christian his second dinner. Is he a fucking hobbit? What the fuck is going on here?
Your kids never had 2 dinners?
No.
You're raising athletes. You never fed them 2 dinners.
I mean, they eat late at night, but they're not getting like 2 full course meals.
My kids do it all the time because second dinner's a big thing.
Who the fuck can afford that?
Dog. Oh my God. I wish I could share it with you. I think I can. I put my 2026, our regular checking account, like our day-to-day where the payroll goes, the shit we swipe all day, every day. I put my 2026 Wells Fargo full activity into ChatGPT.
Are you leaving? Yeah. God, bud. Be careful. Love you too. God.
I put my full 2026 my full activity from Wells Fargo into ChatGPT, and we are hemorrhaging money.
Yeah, everybody is. It's not because I just had this conversation. So I'm not going to get into specifics. It's not anybody's business. But so on Nick's Club lacrosse team, we were talking this weekend, and we are involved with a lot of people from Garnet Valley. You know, Garnet Valley is a pretty affluent area, right? My wife and I are lucky where we don't really have to worry about, well, you never thought you were going to have to worry about money, but we're not poor by any stretch of the means. You guys aren't poor by any stretch of the means.
Yeah.
And I was talking to a guy, and I was like, you know, a guy I trust, and I was just like, hey, this is so crazy. I'm like, my wife and I make this gross, you know, then you have taxes, you have all that stuff, but we gross this. And I was like, if you would have told me 10 years ago that if I grossed what I gross now, I would have had to say to my wife sometimes, hey, listen, we can't go out to dinner this weekend. I would have told you you're out of your friggin' mind. And he looked at me and goes, dude, I just had this conversation with 4 other people. He was like, it's so out of control. Like, you go, Antoinette just went to buy groceries. It was $392. And I don't know that she brought home fucking 10 bags.
So this is monthly for the first 5 months of the year.
And when it tells you what to cut, and
we spend $36.52 on groceries, $16.19 on retail and shopping. This is monthly. We're averaging 36 a month.
Cuz what are you doing that you're shopping for $1,700 a month?
I don't know. I have no idea. This is why I'm running this. I have to, the details are down lower. I can't put all the transactions and card numbers in on the screen, but this is the summary. And then the details are down below. This is why I'm doing this, so that I can start to investigate these things and dig into it.
So here's one thing that I do, and I actually keep a tally on my phone. I have $150 a week. That's my money.
This ain't me, dog. Yeah, I'm the one that's
I know.
I know,
but I'm just saying, dude, look, if you're just swiping all the time,
$180 in Apple Cash sent to the kids, average a month. $115 a month in Starbucks. Average.
Who the fuck's buying Starbucks?
April and Julia. I don't drink it.
That's fucking insane.
I drink Lavazza at the crib.
For coffee. $115 a month.
Yeah.
Dude, I get pissed off. Oh, you know what? Dude, I get pissed off that I probably at Wawa, I probably spend $40 a month.
If you weren't stealing from Wawa, you'd probably be spending the same amount of money.
Whoa. First of all, I don't steal.
That's an accusation. Erroneous.
I maybe hit the refill option when I'm getting a new. First of all, they're not paying that guy to sell it to me, so it's all in a wash.
We're paying for 2 Hulu accounts. It's just like the ad that you see.
Yeah,
we were paying Hulu twice. Look at this. This $7,907 a month is not all subscriptions. It includes groceries, retail, restaurants. It's outlining a plan, a 30-day plan for me to reduce. So I already cut these out. I was paying $43 a month for my uncle's credit score. I didn't even know it. $12 a month for the second Hulu account. I shut off ChatGPT Plus for $20 a month.
Yeah, Patreon, we don't need that yet. Absolutely.
No, that's not us. I'm paying $8 a month for the ability to separate the lyrics from instruments with AI.
Oh, that's stupid.
So
I don't mean stupid. I'm sure at the time, you know what I mean. Like,
yeah,
get rid of that.
Crazy.
You gotta show me how to do this.
I will. This is $3,600 a month on groceries.
Not a month.
Yes, current monthly $36.52 a month on groceries.
Because that's $900 a week.
Yeah. There's 5 of us.
Dude, there's 4 of us, and we spend $1,200 a month, $1,500 a month.
This is fucking making me upset.
No, that's fucking nuts. Like, I'm telling you.
Yeah, dog, that's making me sick to my stomach, cuz.
So do you guys get anything? I know some people, and it's fine. I don't mean some people like the Italians, but I know there's
people.
There's people who, cuz I just watched it the other night. I was watching, I have this 24/7 Al Pacino channel. So as I was flipping through every night, I always go like, what Al movie is on tonight? Always give it a look. And as I put it on, it was 2 minutes into The Irishman. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I was like, I didn't love it the first time, but the first time I didn't like it. I've rewatched it now, including this time 3 times, and it gets better every time I say it.
I watched it way more than that, and I agree, it gets better every time. Just like The Godfather. How ridiculous is that report?
Dude, it's insane. And you don't realize how much money you hemorrhage, and here's why. So I truly believe this. So years ago, right, when Moses had short pants, okay, we all used to carry cash. You'd bring out cash, you ran out of cash, you were done spending money, right? You went to the bar. Even when we were 21, you brought out $100, $150. You know what? You ran out of money. You had to be like, yo, can you buy me a beer? Or you were just done.
Yeah, you done, go home, whatever, yeah.
Dude, the banks figured out. They were smart as hell. The debit card, as convenient as it is a way for you to spend more money. And then what happened is, so I work in e-commerce, all right? If we charge, let's say $10 million a year in credit cards, all right, in revenue, we probably pay $2 million in processing fees.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like a percentage, right? Like 10%, 12%.
Well, actually, no, I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry. That's a big number. If we charge $10 million, we're probably
$1 million,
400,000, 500,000 in credit card fees.
Damn.
All right.
Crazy.
So those are called merchant services. That's another division, another company, another industry. All right. There's companies that do credit card processing for all these e-commerce for Amazon. Amazon probably has their own for all I know, but it's a big industry. So all they do is collect money to allow you to process a credit card and get that money in your operating account right away.
Yeah.
That's what banks have figured out. Dude, I swipe for a pack of gum sometimes.
Dog,
a 99-cent pack of gum. I'm swiping.
I forget why we had to go. I had to go to the ATM the other day, and I needed cash. I forget what it was for. So I come home, and she's like, did you remember to go to the ATM? I'm like, yeah. Well, no, she's like, did you remember to get the cash? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, how'd you get it? And I'm like, I went to Wawa. And she's like, bro, Wawa charges you a fee.
No, they don't. PNC does not.
Well, I'm Wells Fargo.
No. So PNC Bank does not charge you a fee.
But Wells Fargo charges.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm with TD. TD doesn't.
Yeah. So, but to your point, though, it's been so long since I took cash out of an ATM, I forgot about fees.
Because every bar we go to a restaurant, we go to a bar to have a few drinks. I'm like we were our first 2 drinks, and I put my card down, and I go, all right, keep it open.
Yeah.
Right? And then the
That's
next day.
That's what I did at the time and party, yeah, same thing. Yeah,
depending if it's a good night or a bad night. You know what I mean? Like, you wake up the next day, and you're like,
can you see the credit card on the watch?
No, I don't have an Apple Watch. I should have got one.
But can you see the card?
I can.
I pay with the watch.
So do that again.
I don't even have to bring the phone or the wallet with me.
That's the closest thing to Japanese biometrics that I've ever seen in the U.S. That's the closest thing.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of Japanese this is going to be the end of we're going to segue into this. Speaking of the Japanese biometrics coming to the U.S., because the World Cup is being hosted in the United States, right? Well, North America, it's Canada, the United States, and Mexico.
They're here in Philly.
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
Because have you seen the videos on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram of the Europeans coming over here and being obsessed with American culture?
No.
Dude, you got to bring up some on YouTube as I'm talking to you. Just look up World Cup fans, U.S. culture. You got to see them going into Costco, right? Getting the portions they get at restaurants. They can't believe it. The one guy goes to a gas station and gets a hot dog and a drink the size of his head. He's like, he's from England or Scotland. He's like, yeah, this is for $3. I can't get over it. You got to bring
crazy. Oh, you want me to bring it up now? Or you're just saying put it as B-roll?
Yeah, no, bring it up. You got to see some of this stuff, dude, so we can talk about it. Just World Cup fans in the U.S.
23 minutes of World Cup fans experiencing America for the first time.
Yeah. Because then we can stop it. We can talk like, there we go. This is the one I saw. Look at, like, they love being here, dude. I just want a passport. He just wants a U.S. passport.
But, like...
Hold on, listen. The women, geez, he said. What do you see when they go into, like, Costco and shit, dude? They go into supermarkets. It's out now. Hold on.
No, this one started over again.
You're looking at shorts. You got to make sure you look at all.
I am looking at all. There's regular videos in here, too.
Right, why?
Fall in love with Texas?
Nah, I'll tell you what. Here we go. World Cup fans Costco. Here we go. Europeans. Nah, this isn't it either. Oh, here we go. Wait, this is a gas station. Go to Buc-ee's. It's on the right. That's not it. I don't know. Maybe the algorithm's different. Like,
oh, it's 100% different.
Yeah, like I just put in like world. Oh, here we go. This might be good
on YouTube at all.
Yeah, like she's not European. Oh, here we go. Okay, you hear her say petrol?
Yeah, I mean, that is a little crazy for a gas station. Even living
because anything. Oh, here we go. American. Like, where the fuck? I'm trying to think to put in Scotland fans in US. What do you see what these guys are doing? Like, look over, do the, here we go. Hold on.
This
Scotland
one?
fans. No, that's, yeah, do that one. The news chick. They drank Boston out of beer, cuz.
Oh my God.
They can't get over what it's like in America. Isn't it nuts how much they love America?
Bro, I want to get an RV and tour the country from east to west.
Cause it's so fucking crazy. We bitch all the time, right? It made me realize that, we bitch about this, we bitch about that, but there's probably people from 60 different countries here right now. And all they can say is they love the U.S.
I understand loving the U.S. more than your own country. I understand you never had an opportunity to physically be here before this moment. But with all the social media and YouTube and stuff now, you have to have had seen what it looked like.
Agreed. But they don't have the experience because the biggest thing for them was, and we didn't get to see it on YouTube, look this up later, were the food portion sizes. When they were in Costco.
That one guy showed the big pizza.
Yeah. Or like getting the pizza. Because in restaurants, when they were getting nachos, the one chick from England or Australia, wherever she was from, is lifting up the plate going, I can't believe how heavy it is. To us, that's an appetizer.
I know. Yeah.
That's insane. I think we just need to realize how lucky we are.
Fat bastards too.
We're fat fucks. All the Europeans are skinny. They smoke a ton of cigarettes. They don't eat. They know. Billy Bob said it best on Landman. Cigarettes don't kill you. It's the sugar and all the artificial shit that's in Pop-Tarts and fucking cereal.
All right, Mo, episode 47's in the can, cuz we're getting close. I got to talk to my mom about 50.
I can't wait. So for anybody who doesn't know, we're going to have a huge fan of the podcast for our 50th episode. I think it's actually going to be incredible if we can pull it off. We're not going to give any details, but I really, really believe this could be incredible and people would laugh their ass off.
I think it's going to be fantastic.
All right. To all our fans, thank you again. We can't do this without you. Can't thank you guys without the subscribers.
Comment, subscribe. We hit 1,000 on TikTok, dog. That's a milestone for us.
We did. We're over 1,000 now.
Every one of them. We fought for every one of those motherfuckers.
We're almost at 1,000. Listen, we're approaching 1,000 on YouTube, cuz. I mean, we're there.
It's been a year and a half, and we're finally starting to. I finally feel like we're here. You know what I'm saying?
We're in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Right? If that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
We're out there.
All right, Mo. Episode 47 is done, cuz.
All right, cuz.
I'll see you for 48, dog.
You absolutely will. 148 more, cuz.
Have a good weekend, Mo.
See you. I'll call you later. I'll call you in a little bit.
All right. Later.